What's up guys, real estate broker Mike here again with Cashback Realty, and today's video is going to be about how you can save to buy a house.
Okay, boy, I'm beating my best, I know. Feeling the buzz, living my life, dancing, let's make some noise.
So one of the biggest obstacles new homeowners face is saving the money that they need for a down payment on a house, right? And this requires discipline, right? If you're looking to buy a house, you need to save money to make sure you have your down payment, to make sure you have your closing costs, and there are other expenses involved with buying a house. It's not just your down payment or your closing costs. Remember, before you buy the house, when you're in the process of purchasing a house, if you're lucky enough to find one and get into a contract on a house, you're gonna need to do an appraisal on the house. The bank's doing an appraisal, you're gonna need to pay for that. That's another $500-600. You're also gonna need to do an inspection on the property, right? That's another $400 or $500. So there's another $1,200 or $1,300 that you need to spend even before you actually purchase the property, even before you get to the point where you need to put your down payment and pay your closing costs. Now, obviously, when it comes to saving, this could be a long list in terms of methodologies that you can be using to save for a house, but I've condensed this down into 5 things that you should be doing to help you to save for a house. Number 1, the first thing you want to do is create a budget. No more frivolous spending, guys. We're gonna track every single dollar that we spend. We're gonna make sure that we know how much money we're bringing in, we know how much money we are spending on our bills, we know how much money we need to save so we can achieve that goal of what we need for a down payment to buy our house. Now, depending on how you spend money, depending on what type of person you are in terms of managing your money, maybe you're someone who prefers a paper ledger, maybe you're someone who works well with technology, maybe you want to use a budget app on your phone, maybe your bank offers you something within your account that when you log into your account, you can set a budget and make sure you don't go over it, but making sure you stick to your budget. Once you create your budget based on your income, based on what your mandatory expenses are, stick to it. Number 2, set a goal for how much you need to save, right? We can't hit a target that we can't see. You need to know how much you need to save. So, for example, if you're buying a $300,000 house, chances are you need a minimum of $20,000 in the bank. If you're going FHA, you need 3.5% down. That's about $11,000. You're gonna need your closing costs. I always advise that people have a little bit more than they actually need. One of the tools you can use to help you to accomplish your goal once you set it is auto debit, right? So once your paycheck comes into your account, whether it's direct deposit or whether you deposit it via a check, set up a date that a certain amount or a certain percentage of your income automatically gets taken out of your checking account and put into a savings account so you don't even see it, right? There's not even a chance for you to spend it because it's not there. It automatically went over to your savings account, and make sure there's no ATM card for that savings account. You don't want to have access to those funds. You want it to basically disappear, right? Out of sight, out of mind. Number 3, audit your spending. This is a big one, guys. This is where a lot of people relapse and just go right back into the bad habits. Go through your credit card bills, go through your ATM, bank accounts, everything, line by line. Where is your money going, right? And a good rule of thumb is don't keep too much cash on you, because you can't itemize cash spending as easily as if you did it on a debit card or a credit card. And I'll get into that a little bit later. Whichever bank you're with, I'm sure they have some sort of spend tracking that will allow you to mitigate the wasteful spending that you're doing that can sabotage your savings goal. Quick tip, guys, if you're an entertainment person, right? You like going out to the movies, you like spending money on concerts, you like, things that cost money. Check a community website. Check, bulletin boards that tell you about free events, right? A lot of times in cities, there are movie nights, right? There are free concerts. There are parks that you can go to. There are museums. There's a ton of things that you can do that does not cost money, right? Also, hang around like-minded people. If you're on a savings diet, right? Because it's like a diet, right? You're not spending money. It's like when you're on a diet, you can't eat certain things. Same thing when you're on a budget. You can't spend money on certain things. Hang around like-minded people that are going to encourage you, right? That understand the power of saving, the power of accomplishing that goal and buying a house. I hope you're enjoying this video so far, guys. If you find value in it, smash the like button, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you know someone who might find value in this video, share it with them. I appreciate it. Number 4, cancel it. That coffee from Starbucks, cancel it. I don't know why you're spending $6 on a cup of coffee. Come on.
Come on, man.
Check, and this falls under what I said about auditing your spending, right? Check, write down, use an app, whatever you want to do to see how much money you're spending on eating out, how much money you're spending on coffee, how much money you're spending on things that you could be doing on your own and maybe saving a couple $100 a month right there. Do you need cable? Do you need HBO? Do you need to watch everything that's going on Comedy Central or wherever else, right? That's another $200-300 a month there possibly. Cancel it. You don't need it. We can get 4K on televisions with a rabbit ear, with just an antenna, and get all the channels. Cancel all that stuff. You don't need it. And number 5, take advantage of cashback on credit cards. So a lot of times we get these credit card offers that have 2%, 3%. Discover Card now has a 5% cashback. And listen, I want to give a caveat here. If you're not responsible with your credit cards, with your credit, this may not be for you. It can be a good way to earn cash back, but I just want to issue a warning, be careful, because it requires discipline. Some of these credit cards that have cash back can actually earn you money. So for example, if you're going to the grocery store, if you're spending money on gas, right? If you're spending money on utilities, this is a way for you to use your credit card to charge and earn the cashback rewards on your card and then pay it off immediately. Because presumably you had the cash to pay that anyways. So you're just running the charge through your credit card and then taking the money that you have in your bank and paying it right back off, so you don't pay interest on the charge, right? Because then it would defeat the purpose. Until next time, guys, you know where to find me. Have a good day.